Hey guys, welcome back. Back onto the PTCGO, this time with what I'm calling the Lonely Flareon build. I think this might be the most successful. It's a little bit gimmicky in the fact that we want to get lucky and get one of these Flareon Bs right off the start. If we don't, there is a possibility that we have to mulligan a couple times, in which case we're giving our opponent a little bit of an advantage, but I think the fact that we get to start with Flareon sort of outweighs anything that they're going to get and a couple additional cards in their hand. Not to mention the fact that their hand size isn't really going to get out of control when we can Marnie them. Again, we're going to be a little less destructive with our deck, playing Marnie instead of Professor Research. Peony to find what we need to get our Flareon components. Crap load of energy because we want to make sure that we are hitting 3, 4, and 5 energies each time we attack with our Flareon VMAX, Evolution Incense, in case we need to use Peony, or if we want to find a Flareon VMAX if we happen to have one in our hand. Switch just in case we get our Pokemon moved around in the wrong direction. Always nice to be able to put one in the active that's ready to attack. Or if we have one with damage on it, we can use the switch to protect it without having to discard energies. Boss's orders. So later on, once we're set up, always nice to get that boss's orders in your hand and hold on to it. That, or we can get the Peony to grab one of those for the next turn, so we can knock out what we need to if somebody wants to hide their own Pokemon on the bench. Capture energy is going to let us set up a second Flareon V pretty easily. We got the extra damage here, so we can do that 420, the 20 damage from single strike energy. We love that. Elemental badge, just so we can get set up a little bit faster if we don't have the opportunity to use our flaming breath to power up. We can always have the elemental badge to get set up a little bit sooner. Or if we are flaming breath, then we can always elemental badge the Flareon that we have on the bench. The next one that's getting ready to set up, we can get him set up a little bit faster, just in case we get knocked out here. And that's about it. We can get a little bit of extra HP, which has come in handy a little bit more than I would have thought. The heat energy is just it's just a bonus if we get those on. A little bit more health, and sometimes when you can survive, especially our Flareon V, if he gets the heat energy on him, we're going to have an extra 20 health, so we might not get knocked out when we usually would, giving us a chance to actually evolve into the VMAX. And that's pretty much it. Let's give it a whirl. All right, game number 1, Lonely Flareon. Let's go. See if we can get some good matchups. We really don't like water decks. All right, fighting deck. We're okay with that. So we probably always want to go second, but not the end of the world if we go first. We won the coin flip, so we are going to go second. We're going to click no. Just that initial attack. There we go. We got Flareon V right off the bat. We're getting lucky. We got a capture energy as well as a heat energy here. So if we want to get set up a little bit quicker, Flaming Breath doesn't require a fire energy, so we're good to use the capture energy if we want. We should probably pay a little bit more attention to the game so we're not making people wait. I don't like the fact that they're using water sleeves. That has me a little bit concerned. Alright, we got the Urshifu V, Rapid Strike Edition. Very fancy, very alternate. Not the Remoraid's. Get those out of here. Our turn. Alright, so we get to attack on this turn, which is really nice. Maybe we capture energy. And we'll set up our second Flareon. Flame Breath. So here we go. We'll get our second energy attached here. We really need something to help us, so we either need the Peony or we need an Evolution Incense, or we need a Flareon VMAX. So the odds of having one of those in our hand is pretty high, but not what we have right now. So we only have one card draw at the end of the turn here before we have to start hammering with our 120, which is not ideal against Pokemon with 330 HP, even though 20 of it's missing. Alright, we got a new hand, although not a good one. We're going to get Gale Thrusted for 30 damage. We got another Flareon V, not what we want. So I guess we'll just attach and we will Scorching Column. Not in a good spot here. At least he's burned. So at this point, we would have been in extremely good shape had we received a Flareon VMAX or any of those other two cards that allow us to get the Flareon VMAX, or even a Marnie would have been nice so that we could, have a chance at getting another one. This is not the standard. Okay, we'll take the knockout and hopefully get something from our prizes. No, just another fire energy. It's alright, we're holding in there. He's got his Urshifu VMAX here on the bench, hiding out. Gonna do 120 damage to 2 Pokemon, which is alright. We can handle that. Oh, he does extra damage there to the bench. It's 150 damage to a Flareon on the bench. We really need that VMAX. It looks like he's struggling with his deck as well. So we're not alone. He's gonna Gale Thrust us. So I think we just keep putting the damage down onto him. Would have been nice if he didn't discard one of our energy there so we could power up a second Flareon. But no such luck. We're just going to force it out. This is not a great showcase. Damn. This is not a great showcase for this this deck. Going up against something that is also not firing on all cylinders. But it's okay. We'll play a couple more games to go with. And hopefully it does what it has been doing off recording. We're going to lose our Flareon. Sad days. And our Flareon that's powered up slightly is also going to get hammered there. So now I think our only option is to put out this guy. Of course, we get the Evolution Incense. And then we don't have enough energy to attach because we didn't power up our second Flareon. I think maybe he doesn't have any energy now. Doesn't have any energy now, so if I think we save our Incense and we go Flaming Breath. Man, it would have been nice to do an extra 10 damage there, but we also didn't get any single strike energies. Just not working for us right now. But it's okay. We're holding in there. Hit the believe. Sometimes this happens. Even with really consistent decks, sometimes you just don't get the cards that you need at the right times. Alright, we're going to take the 30 damage. We are happy about that. Man, it is, we are struggling here to get some draw cards, some setup. But it's okay. At least now we have our Flareon VMAX and we can slam them. There we go. Nice 400 damies. Right into his Urshifu. And now all we have to do is take care of that VMAX and we're golden. He's going to try and hide him on the bench here. If he does bring him out, we can end him and his whole career. It would have been nice to get the boss's orders here to be able to guarantee next turn. But worst case scenario, we can evolve another Flareon to protect him. We can also get a boss so that he can't hide his 3-prizer for more than one turn. Although if he does, I mean, he could put the Drizzile out, sacrifice that, and sacrifice the Octillery. So we don't want to be hitting into those while he's powering up his second Urshifu. We have to wait 45 minutes for Drizzile's shady dealings that everyone and their dog is playing. I refuse to play it. Maybe even more annoying than the Jirachis that took forever. It's more so them, I think just more so them contemplating what they want to actually grab. Just gonna escape rope our Flareon V out, that's fine. We're okay with that. Worst case, Flareon V dies. We have a switch for next turn. So not a big deal if Flareon's out there. Not to mention, even if we didn't have a switch, we can attach an energy and retreat. Or we could always power him up into the VMAX if he doesn't die here. We could power him up into the VMAX and actually have enough energy on him because Peony would allow us to get our tool to reduce the energy cost. So not a great showing by us, but it's now we're in a very good spot here. We didn't show up early, but we showed up. This Urshifu just really wants to go down. Alright, I think he's just committing at this point. Alright, it's going to knock out our poor little Flareon. But we're going to rely on our big boy Max Detonate, which should be able to give him the old KO. Now, I don't think there's anything we really need to contemplate about. There's no way that we're not going to hit 1 energy. We hit 3, so we're good. If he was full HP there, it would have been a little scary because we wouldn't have hit him for enough damage, but it's alright. We didn't have to set up for the next turn. It would have been really sad if we didn't hit any, but, you know, the old 1100 damage. Good job, Flareon. You did it all by yourself. Alright, let's get into another game. Oh, we got some dogs that are awake. Some dogs. Raichu coin. I don't think there's anything Raichu related that exists at the moment. So here we go. We got a mulligan. Hopefully we have a Flareon V on the next hand. Also running the Marnie deck box. Not surprising. I really hope they come out with the more milk cartons of the other gym leaders. Would be cool. Or some other product. So there we go. We had to take 2 mulligans, which sucks, but I mean, we did get our Flareon. And the Flareon start is certainly a key component. It would be nice if we had a Marnie so that at least after their first turn they can't play any more cards. We can disrupt them a little bit. But it's okay. We don't need it. Not the end of the world. We get a single strike energy, which is going to let us do 40, which is not great, but not too shabby either. The heat energy will also be nice. Give us a little buffer there in case we can't get our Flareon VMAX right away. Would be really nice if our hand had one of 3 cards that let us evolve into Flareon VMAX. But it's okay. Maybe we'll get one in the draw for turn. I should say one of 3 cards. But also 4 copies. We got 8, 10 different cards in the deck that can let us evolve from Flareon V here. And we can't find them. Painful. We got Crobats. We got Slowkings. At the end of your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon will be knocked out. That is terrifying. We don't have our boss anymore. Get out of here with that Tool Jammer. You little bugger. Alright, so we got Capture Energy, which is pretty cool. What's this? We got Tower of Darkness, single strike. We gotta discard a single strike to draw 2 cards. That seems worth it, so we're gonna do that. Oh yeah. Now, I think we capture energy and then attach. He's going to use that attack on us next turn. It sucks that we can't run tool removal, or at least not cost effectively. But so now I think we attack so we can attach, because he's not going to knock us out before we get to attack. It'd be nice if we had a switch here too, so we could sacrifice the Yeah, let's do this so we can attach for next turn. We can get ahead on energies since we're gonna be probably maybe knocked out. Sort of cool that we got to take advantage of the Tower of Darkness. Sort of not cool. Okay. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. During Pokemon checkup, put 12 damage counters on that Pokemon set of 1. Alright, alright. We're okay with that. That is a much better... I'm pretty sure I'd rather take the Max Toxify than the alternative Word of Rune. I don't know if you can protect yourself from that Word of Rune by switching your active. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. We got a Houndoom. Not the Doom. It's kind of weird that Slowking is a single strike Pokemon, but also I don't know. Does single strike energies have any? I guess because he does 10 damage. I don't know why we have tooltips popping up again. It's a mystery to me. So now we can start powering up here. Let's put the heat energy on him. Let's go max detonate. Oh, baby, 420. Blaze it. We'll take it. Also nice that we lost the poison because we evolved. Saving our buns. Very nice. Now he's got Urshifu VMAX in there as well. 270 dams. That's pretty wild. but he needs 4 energies till we have them. He sure does. So this is going to put us in a bad spot because we're going to need one of these boys, elemental badges, in order to attack. And all we have is a Marnie. If we had a Peony, which we have 4 in our deck, that would have been nice because then we could search one out, which would allow us to swing big. Although this turn at least, I don't think he can knock us out. That's Marnie anyway. Hope that we get one. We only have 2 in the deck, so odds of finding one, not great. Let's put our Flareon out, and we could switch. I think it might be a good idea because then you can take 2 prizes on the Flareon. 210. I don't think he can power up. All right, let's do the safe mode. We're gonna go with this, and we're gonna hit done. It would have been nice if we had an energy on him so we could flaming breath, but not the end of the world. We might be burning ourselves here if he gets a boss. This could be bad. This might have been a bad play. I'm really surprised that he didn't Word of Rune us, but that would have been bad on 2 VMAXs. It would have been hard to knock out enough pokes and yokes. So we're okay if the Flareon goes down. Flareon V. So long as we can swing back with our VMAX, we should be in good shape. I mean, if he brings this out and doesn't knock it out, I think we're in good shape as well. We only need 3 prizes, so there's a VMAX here is looking real juicy. We took 140 damage to him. Ooh, we got the Peony. We're good. So let's attach here just in case we prized. We need the switch. And a Marnie would be good. Or a boss would also be good. Alright, we're switching. We're back in. Flareon, you're in. Flareon VMAX. Big boy swing time. There we go. 320. Beauty. They already took some damage. Pretty great. Victory is ours. Suck it. Urshifu. Alright, let's do one more game. Call it a video. We want to heads never fails. Let's go second. This would have been an awesome hand if we had the Flareon V instead of the VMAX. Also could have been a good hand if we had a... Looks like he's struggling over there too. Maybe we'll be able to see what happens when they get 700 mulligans. Oh no, we got the Flareon V. I guess they didn't take the extra cards, which is weird. Or maybe they drew almost or just as many times as we did. Wasn't quite paying attention there, but we got off easy. We got our Flareon. We got a bunch of energy. Really nice if we could get a Peony or a Marnie or a VMAX. We'll take the VMAX. gladly take the VMAX. Let's start out with our single strike energy so we can do a little bit extra damage. Do some 40 dams. We'll attach an energy. Hope he doesn't Marnie us so that we can VMAX the next turn. We got a switch that is pretty useless at this point in the game, where we don't have a secondary Pokemon. Is he gonna 180 damage us? Ooh, this might be bad. This might be bad. This is bad. Not much we could do there. Maybe we'll toss that one in at the end. So that was looking really good. Other than the fact that we didn't have necessarily something next turn, and he gets set up really, really fast. So let that be a lesson to everyone. Don't count your Flareons before they're hatched. See you next time. Bye.